Hey there, my name is Casey and I work at Qri. I'm here to give you a walkthrough of the Qri app version 0.5.0, which came out 20 hours ago. I recently did a screencast of 0.4.0. We fixed a lot of bugs and added a bunch of new features, so I wanted to do another walkthrough to get you all caught up. To start, this is our GitHub page. If you are using the app and found a bug, or you're confused about something, or you want to ask a question, please write us an issue or come hang out with us on our new Discord channel. There is a Discord invite link in the summary. The channel is empty right now, and we're just waiting for someone like you to come and chat with us about data and Qri. So if you've never downloaded Qri before, come to Qri.io, head over to downloads, and click on this baby here to download the most recent copy of Qri. If it's your first time opening up the app, you will see a page that links you to our terms of service. I talked about this in the previous video, but again, Qri is public. Anything you add to Qri can be seen by anyone else who's connected to the Qri network. Don't dox yourself and upload any personal info. Great, so let's take a look at these tabs here. The page we're on now is the datasets page. This is our profile page. For the purpose of this walkthrough, I'm using a fresh Qri repo, so my page is pretty boring. You can set a poster photo here or a profile photo by clicking here, but I want you guys to look at this silly name, Sunflower Yellow Boston Terrier. Qri auto-generates a peer name for any peer that joins the network. The auto-generated names are a combination of a color and a breed of dog. But I don't want to be known as Sunflower Yellow Boston Terrier, so I'm going to edit this here. I already have a repo called Ramfox, so let's call this Ramfox2. This may take a bit because Qri has to call to the registry to make sure we're picking a unique name. Great. This is our list of peers that we're connected to. This here is B6, known as B5 on other platforms. He's Brendan, the founder of Qri, and we like dogs at Qri. Here is the list of his datasets. If you click one of these datasets, it will take you to a dataset page. To check out what a dataset page looks like, here's a link to the previous video. The next thing I wanted to show you is how to edit a dataset inside of Qri using the body editor. The last video I showed you a bit on how to write a transform to get data into Qri. Now I'm going to show you how to build a dataset without using a transform. Let's take a look at the dataset editor. Let's make a simple dataset like, I don't know, how to say hello in a couple different languages. We'll call it Hello Languages. Let's add some metadata. The title is Hello in a few different languages, and the description, small example dataset that shows how to say hello in a few languages. This dataset was made using the dataset editor inside Qri. Let's give it a tag or two. Example, tutorial language. And as for structure, I want this dataset to be in JSON. It's going to end up being an object. It's going to be an object with the languages as the key and the actual word as the value. We're not going to use a transform or a viz to create this. Check out the previous video if you want to see how transforms work. Let's go straight to the body. We have this array of arrays here, and I actually want this to be an object, as we said in the structure, so let's add some keys and values. English, we say hello. Italian, we say ciao. I'm definitely spelling this wrong. And Spanish, we say hola. Okay, cool. Let's try a dry run here. Let's look at the body. We have English hello, Italian ciao spelt wrong, and Spanish hola. The description keyword, notice how the keyword here has been separated into an array and title. Now, instead of doing a dry run, we're going to create a new dataset. Click New, and it will redirect us to our new dataset page. We have Hello Languages. We can look at the body, our metadata, and our structure, and our commit. If I need to edit this dataset, I can just click Edit, and it will populate everything for me. Let's say I wanted to add another language. Go to body, Chinese, Ni Hao, do another dry run, great. Instead of creating a new data set, we are actually going to save an update to the previous data set. So let's click save. And if you look at our commits here, we have 2 commits. We have our previous version that shows 3 languages, and we're going to look at the most recent version that has 4 languages. Let's say I want to use this data set outside of Qri. I can export it as a zip. Let's say languages.zip. Now let's open this up. This is the dataset body, which is the underlying data that the dataset is built on top of, and the dataset header, which contains the metadata, commit, structure, transform, and viz if the dataset has it, as well as links to the body and previous dataset. And as a last thing, let's remove this dataset. Great, so we're back to having no datasets. That's all I'm going to show you right now. The next video will probably be similar. It'll just be about using our spreadsheet editor to create data sets that save as a CSV rather than JSON. Please, please, please download the app, play around, break it, complain to us. We are a free and open source project, so we love creating code with the community in mind. The link to our Discord and our GitHub are below. Come say hi. See ya.